So think about this. The blind man, if he had been like Naaman, Jesus comes up to him and he says, "What are you doing?" And he says, "I'm going to make some mud out of some of my spit and some of this dirt here and rub it all over your eyes." And you're like, dude, wait a minute. I didn't tell anybody to do that, and I don't know if that works. But he doesn't. Second thing he tells me, he says, "Now go wash in the pool of Siloam." Now, I think this is the one slide we can use, probably that map that came up. How about that one? All right. You don't have to read it or anything. You see the red circle, right? That's where the cool, refreshing water is coming from. And you see the little rectangle down at the very bottom. That's where the cool, refreshing water is going to. And you see the big box up at the top near the sheep gate. Trust me, it's a sheep gate. That's the temple. That's where the beggar is at. Jesus comes up, rubs some stuff in his eyes, and he says, "Go wash in the pool of Siloam." Now, from the last sermon, I told you about the pool of Bethesda, right? It's by the sheep gate. Now, if you're a blind man and you know a little bit about the city, even though you're blind, you may go, "Jesus, how about I go to the pool of Bethesda? It's right around the corner." But Jesus says, no. Temple's up here. Find your way all the way down here to the other side of the city and wash in that pool, and you'll be healed. What if the blind man had said, "No, instead I'm going to go to the other pool. It's right up across, it's easy to get to." But he did it. He followed. It was a word of obedience, and he followed what he was told to do. Naaman was in that same position. He had to be obedient to the word. He had to go. It wasn't that, never mind, I'm going up to one of the rivers in my area. He had to be obedient to the word in order to receive his healing. He has to do things God's way, and he can't write his own salvation narrative. And we can't do it either. It reminded me, there was a joke where a guy was on a roof or something like that, and he said, "Lord, help me." And so a guy in a boat came by and said, "Hey, you want to get off the roof? The flood's getting high." And he said, "Nope, waiting on the Lord." And then the helicopter came by and said, "Hey, you want to get off the roof?" He said, "Nope, waiting on the Lord." And then the flood water came up and he died. So he gets to heaven and he goes like, "You didn't save me." He goes like, "I don't know. I sent the helicopter and the boat and you didn't get on either of them." The other thing is, God sends you to a river. You may know this. Some people just get healed. Some people touch the end of a tassel on the road. Some people just get a hand waved over them. Some people just get told, "Go home," they're healed. And some people get told to do something. Some people pray and they're healed overnight. Some people have something on their scan and they come back next week and it's gone. Some people go to a doctor and God guides the hands of the doctor. There's an obedience to faith that we have to get past in order to get to our healing at times.